Um, I think quite a few of you, thanks for, hi Jeanette, nice seeing you. And quite a few folks
Hi,
have attended my sessions. Really great to see you. Um,
thank you.
and wherever you are, I hope that you are enjoying beautiful weather today. Have an opportunity to go out, or afterwards, that'll be nice to actually connect and at least sitting by the window if there's
Hmm.
sunny out. So I'm going to open up and welcome to those that who meet in the first time on Vivaya platform. I'm I'm hosting about 3 sessions a week that on combinations of using sound to get deeper within, to using tools, physical tools or rituals to help us to manage our emotions because we're all being so many things that come there's a lot of us in this period like it's kind of floating of emotions, and as well as very specifically using a variety of energy healing modalities and techniques to really hone in to address whether it's physical boosting our immunity and or addressing the feelings, the different, we work on the chakra energetic, working on the energetic body to give it like a polish, give like a clean out anything that was congested and that are stuck, that are not flowing, that are kind of holding us back. And sometimes those work get deeper into some of the stuck reason and maybe help you uh, move some of the older wounds that we might have that's ready for this time to come out. And this period has been a very purposeful period for a lot of people where have no choice but to face some of the things that we might just be putting away, like being distracted or being um, distracted with work, with work, with play, or it's painful to deal with. And some of those things that may be coming up right now. So I welcome you to give yourself the biggest self-compassion and the courage to process it because this is the time to do it because we won't, I don't know how easily we'll get another opportunity like this that's very purposeful for us. And I understand that everybody in this during this period has a very different journey. Some people are a lot more isolated and given the opportunity to be more introspective, and other people might actually be even pushed even more into their work, right, into being more busy and with a different type of contemplations that needed while they are able to do so. So wherever you are at, knowing that that's what you need to work on. So with that said, I want to open up the, the platforms. I'm going to unmute everybody and say hello, your name, where you are joining in from, and what would you like to, where are you at today? Or maybe perhaps you can even use like just a few words um, to describe what would you like to receive, what would you like to shift. And for those that want to stay in silence, or feel free to type it in the private chat box with me, um, so that I'll be scanning everybody and I'll be working on it specifically whether you're asking for um, relieving stress or anxiety or finding courage. And I noticed that at this stage that we have went through all these weeks, that our progression has been from um, fear and anxiety to frustrations and anger to loss of control, and then evolving slowly um, to become waiting to birth, to waiting for like a birthing or creating something new, like because by then they're seeing what doesn't work for them the last bunch of weeks or what they finally enjoy. So that's the progressions I'm seeing that's happening. That may or may not be your journey, but I encourage you to flow with um, where you are at, and feel free to chime in and type in instead of responding verbally on what you would like to what would like to receive today. So
Hi.
oops, sorry.
Okay, thank God it was me. Um, I was just thinking really hard about I haven't really had a very hard time because I'm a homebody and I also was out of work before, so it's not much of a change for me. But I was hoping to, when I was really trying to just ask the question like, what do I need? What kind of came back at me was just to to see like what you were talking about and how this is such a transformative, if you let it be a time of transformation. I just wish that I could know what my transformation is supposed to be and what my higher calling is, because I'm a yoga teacher, but I also am an executive assistant in my life to make money when I have a job. But and those are two completely opposite things ever. So I think that I'm just trying to find what my higher purpose is, and to be able to have the courage to go for it. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing. And I would encourage for those that who are in that searching, whether whatever the question is, you're just not quite sure whether it's a decisions, or in your case, and like the yearning of what is the higher calling, what is, and work with what your most highest frustrations, but also using this session today when we get into the sound to go to ask the questions of yourself and allow what comes, uh, what allow what arise from within. So I'll guide everybody to do that, especially working on wherever that your current, because your in your flavor of that challenges.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'll go next.
Hey, Betty.
I always go next. All right, so I took a walk yesterday, and I'm in Manhattan, Upper East Side, and I start to notice that some stores are working on reopening. So I felt a little bit anxious about the time running out for me to really, really deal with whatever it is I should be dealing with at this really perfect time to be introspective. So, and the universe just throws it at me. What do I have to work with? Self-judgment, because I just had a couple of incidences with my husband and my son, this morning, silly little things, and I'm judging them. I judge them, and I know judgment is always about self-judgment. So and that happens to be one of my gene key shadows, judgment. Yes. So that is I don't want to say project, but I really want to dig deeper and just really acknowledge and accept and be compassionate with that part of me. Yeah. While I'm working through it.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's Jinky 17, I think. Yeah.
17, 18.
17,
Yeah.
yep, my
Judge
husband has it. So I've been actually we have lots of conversations about
I
that.
will contact her. It's a tough one. And I know humanity has it.
Yeah.
And just briefly, I went to meditation to ask to meet the archetype of the judger. And I said, what is it that I am supposed to learn from this incarnation? And it said that this is just something that exists in humanity, and me working through it will help with unity consciousness. So I accept that. So now it's like, oh, okay, I could do that. I'll work on that. I love working on things. So.
Oh, I love that what you say, because it's about work. It's all about working on yourself.
Yeah.
Right. What you see that's not right, not feel great, or it's like an external trigger, situations, and yeah, it is a great opportunity to examine how is it showing up again as your receptor, your personal special receptor that reacting to it. So what is that? How is it? That is the perfect time. This is the perfect time to do that, even though it might not be the easiest thing to do, but this is the time to dig deep. So thank you for doing.
So yeah, so I'm thinking I'd like to work on my heart today.
Heart, okay. Yep.
Thanks.
Heart, judgment, and larger questions of okay, great. Well,
thanks.
Anybody else? By the way, if you don't want to talk, feel free to even type, just like if you say that, I'm dealing with depressions, I'm dealing with a cold, or yeah.
For myself, Oh, go ahead.
Oh.
Jeanette, feel free
No,
to go.
you can go.
Oh, thank you so much. I am in the Chicagoland area, and our area, particularly in the suburbs where I live, I'm concerned about going out. So I have not been out except for the first time. I won the ticket, honey. And I had probably only been, that was the first time I had been out in a month's time. And it was kind of surprising to myself that it had been that long that I went out. And so it was nice to get out, but I was still uneasy about getting out. And so I've been utilizing this time for exercising. I feel like the week is somewhat overwhelming because working from home, and then I have an 8-year-old, so and I were like toggling schedule. So I feel pretty in a regiment, in terms of Monday through Friday. And then every time the weekend comes by, I'm like, what am I going to get accomplished? Because I should be so productive because I have more time than ever. And I feel myself like scheduling myself, but then I also feel overwhelmed. But then I'm saying, well, you still have time. So I feel like I'm wrestling with the decision around like how much is too much to concentrate on, how much is, how do I pace myself? And I keep on telling myself like, this seems like it's indefinitely going to happen. But then at the same time, I'm like, one day this will end. So I'm still trying to figure out when is that one day and still how to gauge everything that needs in my mind that I want to accomplish during that time frame. So that's kind of where I am. I'm in this like faith experience because I'm understanding that this is a great, wonderful opportunity that we have to do all these things we haven't been able to do. I have family time that I've never had in such a way. So it's wonderful. But then at the same time, I'm still trying to goal myself for way too much. So I think that's where I'm that toggle between the two, just that rub. So I'm dealing with like how to like suppress the rub and like not worry too much about the future.
Thank you. I think this is that seems like a few people I'm also getting on the line. This is the stage about like dealing with the time factor. This time is artificial concept, like, or like given to us with the clock, with the calendar, when in fact, like the time seems to be going so much differently lately, isn't it? Like moving much faster. And it's been feeling that I just assumed that it is how, maybe because I was from a kid growing up, you guys as an adult think you just kind of perceptions differently. But in fact, I've a lot of from a spirituality standpoint, from like a more of a much larger cosmic standpoint, the Earth, it's really going to a different place physically in the universe, in the galaxy, and that has different energy. And so that's where the speed up of time, speed up of our perceptions of time comes in. So I'll be working on a little time weaknesses because so on an everyday level, I think this forces us to look at our relationship with time, our relationship with work, relationship with everything we do and think to occupy in our mind. And that's that is one of those internal journey where you can hold on, can figure out how much that you can let go, how much compassion you have for yourself. And it's going back to like a self-judgment, right? It's like, wait a minute, I have so much time. And I was dealing with that too. And then it took me a while to let go because I was doing so many things. I was trying to do so many things. And I still feel like I'm not doing enough. And at the same time, I'm like, I don't have enough time to do all these things. So it's a we got into a little bit of a micro hamster wheel, right? A very specific hamster wheel that's dealing with this time, even though it's a different flavor of how our normal life. So I think this is a time where you really examine what go do to condo your life, condo all your calendar, condo your activities, condo what you occupy in your mind, right? In a sense that minimize, make deliberate decisions to what it's really giving you the ultimate things that you want aligned to your values and how you want to feel. Maybe easy to say, but it's something that you just kind of keep on thinking about. And I let go a lot of things, and then I end up like, fine, I will just change my schedule, and I did it. And even then, it took me a little time to recover. And I'm still not. And then also, I not judge myself for not having a lot of these things I haven't done yet. So, but thank you for sharing that. I think I'm hearing it quite a lot of people dealing with that. So thanks, Danielle. Jeanette, did you have something to share?
Oh, yeah. I just, like, I'm not going to be going back to work because I'm retired, but just retired and still dealing with that. Like, you feel like you have to do so much stuff in your day. And then with the virus and having to stay in, I'm like trying to fill my plate up with like doing all these things and never feeling like I'm doing enough for the day. But then I really wanted the meditation classes have helped me to just really see who I am and just being comfortable if I don't, to be meaningful in the things that I do for the day. If it's just one thing, if it's meaningful to me. And so that's kind of a place where I'm at right now, is trying to find how to do that better for myself, you know, and grow it for myself, and just what I choose to do in a day, that I enjoy it or it's meaningful to me, not just trying to say, oh, I should be so busy today type thing. So
I like
that's
that.
kind of where I'm at.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, that's even it's just one thing, and it's about that meaning. How does it relate to you? And it doesn't have to be relate to other people. So
Yeah.
I love that. So I'm going to switch gear and get us started. So if you haven't had a chance to share, but want to put in the pot of what we want to work on today, please feel free to type it in to me in the group, publicly or privately. I'll scan them as I switch gear to the healing portions of our work. So, okay, I'm going to mute everybody. Okay. So find your way to a comfortable position. Then you can take a little moment to lie down, getting ready on your couch, on your bed, or you can sit comfortably on your chair. And if you're sitting up, if you plan on sitting up for the remaining times of us together, you can draw your spine long, finding spaciousness in your chest and your shoulders. There's no need to look at the camera anymore. I'll be guiding you with my voice and sound. So wherever you're at, I invite you to take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the belly. Open up your mouth and let it go. Bring any final movements, if you want to, any gentle organic movements in your shoulders, your wrist. Just find it movement so that your body can really release. Take another deep breath in, expanding your belly, followed by your chest. And exhale, open your mouth, let it out. And take another deep and rejuvenating breath into the body. Holding the breath, sipping in a little bit more air. And I invite you to let go as you let go of the air, pulling out all the energy from your body, representing your entire 2020, your entire year. And exhale, let go. Allow your chest to rise and fall effortlessly. Allow your breath slow, long, and smooth. Draw your tongue slightly toward the back of the mouth. Allow the tip of the tongue reach the roof, connecting the energy center of the body. Allowing the breath, allowing the prana, the energy in the body, to flow and smooth and expand. place of the center of your heart space, filled with beautiful light. Seeing and feeling this light pulsating with every gentle inhalation and every gentle exhalation. And allow this light, this essence of you, to grow stronger and bigger. Feeling your entire body. We're activating our energy center, the heart, that responds to electromagnetic energy, the subtle energy that governs some of our feelings, our connections, and perhaps even our perceptions of time. Imagine you are in the center of a donut shape, a torus field, with your heart being at the center, releasing and letting go, processing energy, self, down your body, down your torso, your leg, feet, all the way down into the earth, perhaps to the center, the crystalline core of the earth. Allow any uncertainty, frustration, to pour it out as a gift of offering to Mother Earth to transform, to transmute. And return. Mother Earth creates beautiful, sparkly, brilliant, bright rainbow light, coming back up 360 degrees, all the way up and deep into the sky, into the infinite cosmos, to your soul, to your higher self, to God, and coming back down to your crown with high vibration of understanding, of compassion, of grace. And in a knowing and purpose. And allow this cycle of energy moving continuously as you let go from every cell of your body, releasing the energy that's no longer compatible with your highest purpose, highest choice. And then Mother Earth connections in the universe, circulate back. Bring with it higher wisdom. Seeing this energy coming down through your crown, filling your entire body with brilliant, beautiful, bright, sparkly light. In loudest time, connect to a bigger question that you perhaps didn't have the opportunity to ask, to contemplate. To really give yourself the gift of time and space. Feeling, being in this eternity of this cycle of energy. Ask those questions now. And gracefully receive. The broader wisdom that is always within your reach. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let go. Take another deep and rejuvenating breath. And exhale. The next breath in. Drawing in from your crown. More of this infinite energy. And rainbow sparkling color pouring through your entire body. Maintain this strong torsion field. Deeply connected to your physical body, your emotions, clarity in thoughts, and connections with the universe. Enabling us to develop healthy perspective and relationship with the thoughts that comes up. A relationship with time. Connecting strongly with direct knowing. And with all the answers that we can find in our heart. Begin to bring some movements to your fingers and your toes. Slowly coming back into the body. If you'd like to continue to rest and dream or feel, please feel free to do so. Or this is a perfect time to capture, perhaps in words, how you feel, what you might have experienced, what's awakened and arise from within. Be sure to drink a lot of water today, as we have moved a lot of energy today. And if you're at a location where there's beautiful weather today, like I think most of us in the East Coast, please use this time to connect to ground, to continue building out that torus, the strong torus field, give you protections, give you connection, give you balance.